you're going to notice a question of the day over in the corner. The reason for that is because I find that a lot of people, I like to do a lot of this random conversation with bros, with people on the chat. But what do you talk about other than the game? What do you talk about other than this game? What am I interested in? What do I like talking about? What sort of things like that? People don't know. So I thought, hey, let's add a question of the day. That will give them something to start the conversation with, and then we could tangent off from there. And that also allows for people who want to interact to have an immediate interaction point. So this is actually something that my friend Superfeels uses. So he just started like a week ago. I thought it was a brilliant idea. So I decided to steal it, I guess. I mean, I guess it would be pirating. I just kind of made a copy. He still has his question of the day. This is just my question of the day. But yeah, just thought that would be added. That'd be cool. Alright. Just make sure everything's solid. Yep. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. Whew. Deep breaths, and just let it go. I'm in actually a weird position to be speedrunning right now. Like, my fingers are in a weird spot. Well, that's a fast entrance. Congratulations, everyone. We found this thing. It's the top of the tower. Mission accomplished. Oof. Kind of weird starting here. I'm trying to think of, like, what is proper routing now. It's like, it's messing with me, you know? Another dead end. Left dead ends recently. Alright, come on. Think. There we are. Money's fine, but I was actually hoping for... Ooh. Try to go over. It did not appreciate that decision. Ah. Few mistakes, but we are managing. That was a dead end, right? Yep. Alright, well, we found Far Shores, but we have not found... So we found all our exits from Citadel Argartha, but we have not found the things we want to look for in Citadel Argartha. Definitely a interesting map. That's the kit tightening it up. Another dead end. Man, a surprising amount of dead ends in this one. Like, I guess anything that doesn't continue on is a dead end by definition. It's just... We checked every route except that one near the entrance. Wow, yeah. Really weird castle. Really weird castle. And all three of the things I'm looking for are in that one little route. I'm going to call that bad map generation. So we just need to go down. We're about to explore the entire castle, aren't we? I do like this over the... Because this is a controlled damage prevention versus the other one is a random damage prevention. Yes, this damage prevention's only going to occur, like, maybe during the heirlooms, but it's controlled. Yeah. And we still haven't found book. We still haven't found book. Yep. Exploration was botched. But it was fun. It's a cool looking castle, whether or not it's a good castle. That eats... Gosh darn it. So that eats my charge whether or not I perfect block it. I'm pretty sure that's why I just figured out. Which is really sad. That's a legitimate issue. I'll have to talk to... That might be a bug. That might be a bug. Yep. And I'm not so scared of Lamech that I'm going to enter now with his invincibility. I'm going to keep looking for book, and then I'll get Lamech. Alright. A little behind in dash, but with our castle generation, that's not really our fault. Explored almost every room in the castle. There is that one area down, and that's about it for what we have not explored. Alright, Lamech. Let's get this over with. Yep, even with perfect block at 8, let Magolia's shell. That is not appreciated. Don't even care. Let's just damage boost through this guy. Like, you have to understand, I am getting a full heal once I'm done here, so... Let's just damage boost through. Why not? I didn't even get a charge for killing him? I didn't get a charge for killing Lamech? Rigged. There's my money. Alright. Anyways, yeah, because they have locked the way up to the next to the Stygian study through Echo Kick, there is no point in us like there's no point in us. We're getting a full heal immediately after Lamech. There we are. That's what I was trying to say. So, yep. That's why you always explore the entire castle first. Alright. Get that taken care of. I wonder if they changed this room at all, making the resonant kick more effective or less effective. Hey, these are counted. Interesting. So I'm going to have a full charge going into, or at least I intend to have a full charge going into the Axis Mundi, which means I am now happy with this. That a single hit's being negated by it, that like a single hit that matters being negated, is actually acceptable in my mind for the resolve. And given that most people actually damage boost, that most people actually stick around to kill a lot of creatures, I think that is a proper resolve price for what it is for the heirloom. I like the concept of that. It's just definitely a little loose. It's that there's a commander buff that buffs the people nearby, but eh. Alright, there's my charge. I use a shield bash when I lost my charge. That really annoys me more than anything. I use my own defensive method, and then it got used. But I did do a mistimed shield bash, so at least I blocked the other half of the damage. Ooh, that's something. All right. Oh, no reason to break that. But there is reason to stop here. Almost forgot. Oh, man. Sun Tower. Sometimes I forget Sun Tower is here. The fact that that loading screen took so long is concerning. Alright. Oof. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. Whoop. Alright, there's one dead. There we are. Let's build up some charges. I meant to target, but that's okay. Alright, 2 more charges, or 2 more kills to get full charge. Alright, what's our equipment? Leather weapon? Nah, alright, whatever. Not really useful given what we're doing. Do we pick a book? We're gonna be crazy. If we fail here, we're dead in the water. But all we need to do is kill one, and we get additional hits of survival on the other. But yeah, we can only take 1 hit, which is kind of scary. This is not a good position, because now I have to go over here, because they're just a little too far away. We're gonna focus fire you, Barrett. Oh, thank you for getting together. I appreciate when the 2 are together. It's both easier to avoid, and just makes it easier to attack. Well, there's our 1 hit. Get out of my way, Halfar. Whew. Hey, Kratosito. Can't read right now. Gotta focus on not dying. Okay, why don't bosses count for the Coleus shell? That's really concerning. Whew. Hello, hope you're doing good, man. Just came to say hello and send some good vibes. Thank you for the good vibes, Kratosito. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well as well, Kratosito. Hope you're doing well as well. Oof. Yep, just had a risky run here, but the risks succeeded, so no crashing. That's good. Glad to have you, Matt. Watching some Scrubs, old... Yeah, I know what Scrubs is, but yeah, glad to hear it. Hope you enjoyed yourself. The ice blocked the fire. One lily. Alright. Nostalgia. Nice. Always good to have some nostalgia. Quality self-enjoyment. So the reason I'm going up, in case people are wondering, is because it's the most likely place for lilies. Going vertical in some form or another is the most likely place for lilies, and then going up is more likely than going down for finding far shores. Alright, found far shores. And we're just going to pick that up now, because one, we still have that other lily we could find, and two, I am actually pretty low on health. Nostalgia is the same word in English and in Portuguese. Interesting. Nostalgia. Yeah, it definitely doesn't sound... It sounds like a word that was made in a different language and then just got carried over into English as a... There are a lot of... I feel like there's a lot of English words that did that. I can't think of them at the off the top of my head. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Well, I did use my meats, unfortunately, but we are uninjured going into this next one. And we have 4 charges of the Coleus Shell already. Awesome. So I only have to kill 2 enemies to get another refresh. Which feels good. Alright. Ah, that did use my dash. Even though it re-gave me my jump, it used my dash. A little weird. Alright. Let's grab that. Let's find the next lily, and let's find the maw. And we get out here. Might as well keep going up. Oh, that was just a treasure chest. I'm literally trying to find the button to hit return to main menu. I can't find it. Hope you beat your personal best. For me, you always be my personal best. Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. Alright. Let's go down first. There we go. 3 swoons. Have it recharged. There we are. Next, got another charge, so more hits could be survived. Alright, well, I used the hit, so at least it wasn't wasted. Ew. Go and watch some Scrubs. Thanks, man. Until the next one. Until the next one, man. Until the next one. Kind of disgusting, the routing we're getting given. I did go the more risky route, but it looked like it was paid off until it just dead-ended. Alright, let's go right, and then we have a path down and a path in another direction. Down, right. Down. Right. You can either go left or I'm going to go up and left. Those are my two options. I'm going to go for the one that's easier for me. Just got the went live notice, and I've been live for 20 minutes. Beautiful. Let them jump off the edge. Return to the filth, which they are entered. By the way, how's it going, Sirebellum? How's it going? We got a scholar weapon. That's a good weapon. Not as good as war weapon, but still a good weapon. Both lilies have to be down there. Great. So we had a pretty bad generation for the Citadel Argartha, and it looks like we're getting the same theme for Axis Mundi. Which is beautiful, but also sad. There we are. 4 charges. We need to get 6. But yeah, having those 3 kicks be a kill is why I'm doing that, why it's appreciated. Nope. We have full charges again. That's good. I have no idea where the other Lily is. I feel like I just hit a dead end. This pile of lore is seeming insurmountable, and the dread I feel each day increases. But other than that, I'm enjoying summer. Yeah, no, there's... Because I just realized, as you did the RL2, when you went to RL1, you got me thinking about the connections between the first game and the second. The first game was about the Fountain of Youth and having immortality through, like, not dying by age. In the second game, all the estuaries are unable to be killed by age. You want to know what... Yeah, you want to know what Lee was, but I just realized all the estuaries... have what they were fighting for in the first game, which I thought was insane. Given that this is considered the main castle, like this is the same castle as in the other game. There's lore implications there. I just don't know what they are yet. Okay, well that's why I have the Coleus shell. Glad I charged it up before I left, so I could just slam into that guy and not die for it. Because yeah, if anything one-shots me, it's these sort of guys. Let's get through. Looking for Gom heads. Zealot's Ring's fine. Oof. Alright, fine. Nothing's attacking me here, so we'll go with this side. Alright. Oh, you play as... Yeah. In RL2, every character you play has least memories and stuff. And I also got a comment over on YouTube from... I am sorry, sir and or ma'am. I really cannot read either your name or your comments. This thing doesn't auto-translate, so... I appreciate you being here, nonetheless, if you understand me in that. But... all I know is whatever he said was non-English. I know I don't have the best English. I don't, like, know all the words that I have access to, but... neither of those are in the alphabet, so... Kind of scary that... Okay. Found the heirloom. By the way, double Coleus Shell seems like one of the worst double heirlooms there are, because all it does is it reduces the amount of enemies you have to kill to get another invincibility by 1. Like, if it did it by 2, there might be some considerations of, like, oh, you get 3 Coleus Shells, it uses all your resolve, but you just kill 2 characters and then you're good. But 1? You risk it reduced to 3? Yeah, that would make sense. Like, it halves it, and then if you get 3, it reduces to 2. But yeah, as is, it's just kind of eh. Here. Managed. Coleus Shell is my favorite update item, I think. Yep. Definitely glad they brought it back. It just... I actually preferred the previous. Like, what I would have done with the previous one is, you know how there's some heirloom... Like, if they had a picture for a broken Coleus Shell, I would have just had Coleus Shell only give 1 charge. And then it would only cost, like, it would be, I would actually have in the game heirlooms that cost 0 resolve, and the Coleus Shell just blocking 1 charge and then breaking would be my example of a 0 resolve item. Alright. I'm just going up to grab Enoch so that I don't have to worry about that later, and then or we could just grab Gauntheads. That's okay. Stop throwing spears at me. It's my least favorite attack. And you just keep doing it. One dead. Yeah, bosses do not count to the charges for Coleus Shell, which is kind of weird. So yeah, it turns out that the ring that increases damage only works for the first instance of damage, so probably not the best spell for this sort of character. Alright. So do I kill Murmur, or do I go for finding Enoch's room? I think I'm going to go find Enoch's room first. I am vulnerable, I'm not going to deny that, but this is actually a better use of the character, because if I die, okay, I breed in a character with more damage output, or with more competence. Alright, so he's either... Okay, what a room. So yeah, Enoch's either this way, or he's just in that little crevice over there. There's Enoch. Thank goodness. So this is going to be my last time seeing this room. 25 resolve, 35 resolve. Yep, nah. leave this out of it. Alright. Let's go get Murmur. Boxer feels kind of satisfying. Does. Boxer definitely feels satisfying. So Boxer, when you're not fighting bosses, is a beautiful class. Gotcha. I'm trying to, like, fall from those platforms without having to, like, actually press the drop down button, and it was just not working out. Alright. Just a sec. So. Nice. Awesome. Sanguine Cape. Alright. Because I trust that that's going to have the range. Whew. Alright. So, Boxer, as I was saying, is great when you're not fighting bosses. The problem with bosses, we got an upgraded Scholar Weapon. That's going to be very expensive, but if we could afford it, that's actually really awesome. Dragon Lancer is infuriating. I have not managed to play the Dragon Lancer since the update. So, I would not be able to confirm or deny, agree or disagree. No. But I do know it used to be infuriating. Definitely agree with that. Alright. Up either way. Whew. Just taking deep breaths. Keep going up. I'm pretty sure we died one hit at everything except precisely full health. Yep, way up over there. Woo! That was scary. Sounds about right. Hey, Cricket Style, glad to have you. Just gotta focus a little fast. Alright. Answer to the question of the day. Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Yeah, I actually know about that one. So I actually have a fun story with that. So when I was a kid, I'm trying to think of the age, but my parents would, you know, they knew we liked it because it has Mario, of course. So they decided they would just rent another Mario episode or something from Blockbuster, just so that we could watch it while they were doing their thing. And what happened is they were like, oh, there was a movie for the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. It wasn't the Super Mario Bros. Super Show movie. It was, if you've ever heard of the Mario Brothers movie, that's what we watched. And as a kid, that was... As a kid, it's quite an intimidating watch. Let me just put it that way. It's not a movie for kids. And... yeah, so that was my experience with that at like about 8 years old. I just remember something about how that movie looked. Like, just the way that everything worked. I just was transfixed by the video, by the movie. I have no idea what's going on. I do remember in my mind the picture of the Toads. The way they made Toads in that movie was something else. I do remember that. But that's about it. I do not remember enough about that movie otherwise. So it's just, I just remember a really, really weird movie that I watched as a little kid. Let's just break that now. Set you on fire later. Messed up my timing. Oh well. Just do that to be safe. Make it easy on myself. Ah. 2 hits that really didn't need to happen. That were just poor work on my part. Was the cause. Wow. 3 hits. Every single hit was just pathetic on my part. We might just have another death soon. 2. And you're on top of that, so I can't hit it. This has not been a good life. Ah, I see. I see. Great, the barbarian has Algesia. Well, I guess we play with Algesia, because I'm not doing it otherwise. Let's see if this Algesiastic barbarian can be Enoch. Fun question for everyone in chat. Was the game you replayed the most as a kid? Probably Smash Bros. So, yeah, Smash Bros. As a kid, I wouldn't exactly say that's something you could replay, but it's definitely something I played a lot of, because, every once in a while, my brother and my dad would, like, do, like, tournament surf things with that. Like, as in, we would just, like, fight to see who's the best. And so I need to get good, because I was the youngest amongst the people playing, so just naturally, I was going to have less innate talent than the other players. Oof. Yeah, Algesia isn't too far from Osinogesis, yet its gold gain is far less. I do remember Ocarina of Time, watching it, like, it's definitely the game that I was excited to play, because, like, I watched my father beat it, and I watched my brother beat it, but at that time, at my age, it just was a little too much for me, and, like, I will state, I learned things in that game before I learned how to solve puzzles in Legend of Zelda, like the 23 is number 1, was part of my learning. What was it? I could beat all 3 of the starting temples in Ocarina of Time before I could count to 100. I remember that. When you get to Adult Link, it just became too much for me, but until then, mine was funnily enough Thrillville DS version. Huh. And for Cerebellum, it was either Ocarina of Time or Link Between Worlds. Interesting. Huh. Well, it is kind of sad that as I'm doing these runs, the option for a barbarian or a knight that doesn't have some horribly crippling ability or trait has not been offered. We just replaced Algesia with Panic Attacks, which is the least crippling of the options. I need to get out here. Give me my double jump! The pause ate my double jump. and I don't appreciate it. Not one bit. There we go. Played on DS, computer, and basically everything else you could get on. What's the most disappointing thing about this? Are we talking about the Terraria update or the current Rogue Legacy 2 update? Because I believe both games had a, or I guess you're talking about this game. They're all two. All right. Just want to check. Just wanted to check. Ooh, that was a little close. And I don't have enough health to survive this otherwise, so... Whew. I don't think this... Yeah, the only thing that was disappointing in my mind was that there wasn't an additional heirloom. And that's like a manageable disappointment, to say the least. Alright, time to get book. Gosh. I mean, Nama was also being an issue too, so I'm just like having issue with these bosses right now. It's not like exploration was easy either. We have a winner. Yep, the lack of an heirloom. And like I thought there was the whole reason that I had the idea of all bosses and heirlooms is because I thought there were going to be optional heirlooms. Sun Tower seems like the perfect place to have an optional heirloom, something that like whenever you do a kick, you like, ooh, just like a simple thing that would like make sense. What if they turn your echo kicks into like echo void kicks so that you can also kick the void projectiles. You can also break void projectiles with your kick and all that such. Like it's not necessary, but it just adds a little more utility to your character. That was a full jump that I did there. I ended it early, but that was a full jump. Huh. We are. Not even in future updates? What the... Aww. I mean, I guess if it's a lot of work, I understand you have priorities as development. Just... yeah. That's sad. That is sad. If we're done with heirlooms, that's sad. Like, I get there's only so many more things they can add that, like, add real impact. But it's like, then just add some that don't have real impact. Add some that are just kind of fun additions that improve your abilities but not force your abilities. Ugh. Alright, let's go kill Nama. Ah. It's timed. Oh. Stayed grounded for a little too long. My fault. And this is why I don't like using the bottom platform. Why I like using the top, upper ones. Come on. There. All right. Make sure I always have a shield ready. At least one. Get away from that so I can talk to the nightmare. There we are. I can kind of understand the decision, especially when half of the development is really about making maps and areas to the point the rest of the work is adjustable. And they said they are halfway done. The last 3/4 of the work is game balance and more thorough testing. Yep. No, I understand because, like, for time frame stuff, why they wouldn't have more heirlooms. It's just sad. It's just, I wish there were more heirlooms. That's all we are saying. Like, there is room for more optional heirlooms. But it seems that's not a thing that's going to happen, and that's what's sad. Ooh. That just to reset, keep myself safe. Alright, well, we're not dead, and that's the important part. Alright, so it is left. Whatever was over there. It's not a thing. Whoop. Ooh, hi. Alright, I remember this room. And then here. I remember that. That's how I died. Alright, keeps going up. I had to go for that. Is it just me, or does did this update feel rushed anyways? I do know they're probably in crunch, but I don't think this felt rushed. It just it felt like they were limited in what they were still able to do. Let's put it that way. Alright. I know when the post game is done for my game, it's all going to be game balance and all that stuff. Right? Start to test everything because the whole plot's done. Yep. So just run throughs and see what changes to make. And yeah, a lot of people are waiting for their next update. And this update, I think, is the kind of update that's going to leave people sated for a while. So, like, I understand them trying to get, like, optimized for time instead of for, like, other things. Just unfortunate truth about this, that they can't keep patching and updating forever. They have to release at some point. And that means some of the additions they want to add aren't going to be able to be added. Yep. Feels like I'm memorizing the routing at this point, because it's taking me so many tries. Jeez, just damage output from the enemies, though. Thank goodness for that brick wall to stop. Beautiful. That felt fair. That's exactly what I expected. Oh, this was just... Whew. Get away from me! It had the explosion effect, so even as it chased me down, there was nothing I could do to escape. So in case you're wondering, the reason I keep choosing the Barbarian is literally just because of its health. Because this is a very tall tower. And he has enough health to possibly survive the way through. This area is very stressful. 'Tis. Because, as he said, there is no mid-tower warp point. And no mid-tower warp point means this is all I get. This is all I get. You sit here. Alright. It's just forcing the enemies to route in a way. Like, a lot of this is just forcing the enemies to route in a direction that doesn't affect your run. Because as long as the enemies can't swing, you know, directly at you, the rest of it is good. It's just, if you don't know what you're getting into because you're getting launched super fast into the enemy, and what you can do to prepare. Alright. Okay, we're not dead. The main reason why I don't speedrun games is mostly because I don't like the stress of how long many games are rise. I understand that. Alright, he still has health. And the Amaterasu's son is nice. Oof. I like fighters like Smash because the games are fighting other players is more fun than fighting the game. Depends. Yeah, I could definitely see it. Alright. Well, I am going to... With his Magma Mass, I could actually get the damage buff for Irad. So that's good. But, yeah. This tower is being... aggressive. To put simply. Oh my gosh. Dash the wrong direction. Get off of me. Alright, have enough damage. Ooh. Keep it moving. Oh my gosh. Okay. My opinion is always right and should be taken as a fact. We're just taking whichever one has the most health, because that's all that's needed to get to the end here. Just enough health to not die, because, oh my gosh. This Sun Tower is being a rough one. I know there is some consideration about resetting the tower because it's such a tough one, but I want to get comfortable with this tower as a way to get more comfortable with other towers. Because if this is a hard tower, then I want to be ready for hard towers, you know? But yeah, by the way, this map the map generation today has been unfriendly. In case you didn't know, I had to explore almost the entirety of every area, I think. I'll have to go check before I check the time, but I think I had to explore the entirety of every area, almost. Just about. Let's just see what this way looks like. Alright, this is actually safer than the other route I was taking. Alright, might be where I use my shield. Nope, save my shield. Alright, throw that one over here. Go left. Throw these guys over here so they don't interfere. Are you kidding me? There's a platform there? That is not where I expected to see a platform. Get away. God, we're not done yet. I thought that was the last room. Can't be too far, right? Whew. Please. Okay. We got to the top of the tower, everyone. Alright. So we do that to make sure this room is locked. But yeah, I kind of want to explore the... Just, tab out, check this castle, because this castle seems like it was really rough for me. I feel like the devs for this game should maybe, instead of adding new heirlooms, they should make more objects to interact with. I'm gonna have to wait till I'm done here to read that fully. I swear with how little health I have, this is basically practice. Alright. To interact with the current heirlooms to make them super important while not needing new ones. Oh god, Diva. In that boss fight? I mean, he has all the health. I mean, Crickets though, the idea of making other objects to interact with the current heirlooms, like, oh, so like more resonance lanterns, more void objects, more things of that nature. That's what you're saying. Rather than more items, I like improving the player. Like, for example, a lot of people want the idea of like stacked spikes being... Oh, I'm wondering... Because IRAD is the entire room, Diva has like very little effect. That's awesome, actually. Ah. Never play with that. That's what I've learned. One, and then it appeared. Oh well. Oof. There we are. Oh well. Although your approach is what the devs like since it's easier, where I come from, it's Metroidvania design. Oh god. I know you can't deflect anything, so it's like Barbarian with Algesia, or a class that just can't put in the work. All my Barbarians have had Algesia, or panic attacks, or something of that nature. I feel like this was just misfortune. A lot for this run. How long has this game been in early access? Since August 18th. Maybe they will add new heirlooms. I think what Cerebellum was saying is that in the chat, they actually said that they're done adding heirlooms, which is where the concern comes from. I'm going to guess that because I have not been able to read it recently, but that's my guess. But yeah, it definitely feels like but maybe they'll double back on this decision. We will see. I will say this. I feel if they don't double back on this decision, if they don't change their decision on this, I think this is going to have to stop. This is going to, like, when I think Metroidvania, I think of the expanded castle with multiple directions where you have upgrades that you find along the way to help make other directions more acceptable, sort of theme. If it continue, like, it needs more heirlooms for this to be considered a Metroidvania. This needs to be more, there has to be more ways to cheat into areas that you're not supposed to go into yet for this to be considered a Metroidvania, in my mind. This doesn't have the exploration factor that I expect from a Metroidvania, is what I'm getting at. So Yeah, keep doing these 2 attacks. I appreciate it. Do that. Alright. For me, I feel like getting to the first boss, the boss feels like a slap in the face for people who have barely played roguelite games. Let's see. We'll just play with a regular barbarian, I guess. Not that it's bad, it's just too much for new players. So I think the whole point is that the first boss is to teach you how to start, that the grind is a part of the game, that you can lock down the castle and try to practice, or if you can't do that, I think the first boss of the game is designed, it is designed to be hard, not going to deny that. But you don't have to fight the first boss to progress, you just need the heirlooms to progress. I think that's a huge, I think that's designed as it should be, and if that's the inaccessible part, I think that's intentionally inaccessible. Not every game is hyper accessible. Not every game is hyper accessible, and the fact that there's basically infinite scaling as you guys get more gold is, I think, enough of an accessibility for a roguelike. Or a roguelite. I think that's how these games are designed to be, unfortunately. Which, by all means, you have a right to dislike that and to just, yeah, as I said, dislike that, but I think that the first boss is designed extremely well for what this game is trying to be. Oof. Maybe this has something to do with the bias that's I have not fought the first boss from a new player's perspective in a while, but I know when I fought it the first time, I did enjoy it, but again, Alright. Yep. Not surprised that multiple blue projectiles is how I took my damage and lost track. Alright. I think gaming is a weird stage where so many people are getting into the gaming scene and that hard, inaccessible games aren't as popular. This means games as a whole are getting kind of easier, which isn't so bad. I don't think they will keep getting easier, but right now it's sort of strange. I love insanely hard games, but when you're very much not into a genre as of other ones you like more, I just think this game will take me maybe 8 months to a year to finish a first playthrough, especially since I am looking for a job. Yeah. No, definitely, when you're busy with other things, playthroughs take a while, but, alright. So it seems like that's all it is it's a structure thing, not really. Oh my gosh. Ate my jump. Okay, so, yeah, if your free time's getting cut short soon, that just sounds like the issue is your free time's gonna get cut short soon. We're gonna try to do DPS this out. We're gonna try to DPS this out. Which is gonna be very tough because I just realized I have no magic buffs. Great. Great. Still think this game is amazing. I may wait for a bit when I get more powerful computer and see where things go, because my laptop's performance is where the game is making it pretty hard at times, but I do want to beat this eventually. Yep. You know, if you just have lack of free time, then yeah, this is a game where you need free time. Fair enough. There are some games that just, the playthroughs take a while. Changing the subject from games as a whole to RL2, this game is pretty well balanced in its difficulty, I think. The fact that the bosses don't lock things down and you don't grind to, and you can grind to higher levels. Yeah. Oh no. Alright, well, the 70 is less than the 113, which I just took immediately after. So. No! Please stop using double blue projectiles at once. I could take one of you could shoot blue projectiles at a time. Please. Take turns. I don't like it when I have to deal with all of you at once. Oh, okay. Well, that was the worst run. That was the worst run so far. If you're not really good, you can wait till you're 100 levels above the boss or something, so that it works both ways. So Tapple's so good, he could be 100 levels under the boss. Since we've already lost our time, I just want to show. That's a tall sun tower. And then we go to the Gurguan Plateau. And every single route we took, we had to keep expanding. So we explored the entirety of the Gurguan Plateau because we needed to. Then continuing on, like with the tower, the castle, we also explored almost the entirety. Like there's that one door there, and it's under the bottom. So we had to explore basically the entirety of the castle. And you see there's one up and one to the right. We explored basically the entirety of every single realm. We had some bad luck. We did poorly against the bosses, and we had to explore almost the entirety of every single area. That's what it takes to get a time of 1 hour and 9 minutes. I'm proud I kept it 1 hour and 9 minutes given all the circumstances. I'm glad it only took 1 hour and 9 minutes given all the circumstances. But that was rough. That was rough.